glowing coral. Glowing deep sea corals found. A magical, glowing world is discovered. In a deep reef in the Red Sea. In the depths of the Red Sea, a magical world exists. It's a world where corals light up the dark. They harvest light, providing an underwater rainbow of beautiful colors. These fluorescent corals were already known to exist in shallow waters, but deeper down, new glowing coral reefs have been discovered. Found at depths of 50 to 100 meters, these colors had not previously been observed in shallower water of the same reef. Some of these corals even change from their natural green color to a red hue when exposed to ultraviolet light. What's more, the fluorescence of these deeper corals were orange and red. Living at these depths only makes them glow more brightly as they absorb the scarce light available. These fluorescent pigments are actually proteins, explains Jug Wiedemann of the University of Southampton's Coral Reef Laboratory in the UK. When they are illuminated with blue or ultraviolet light, they give back light of longer wavelengths, such as reds or greens. He and colleagues have published new insights into these glowing reefs in the journal PLOS One. The color pigments of the corals in shallow water protect them from light stress or too much exposure. They serve as a sort of sunscreen for the coral to protect the symbiotic algae which lives inside their tissue. These algae are symbiotic because corals and algae have a harmonious relationship. The algae produces sugar that fuels the coral. The coral in turn produces rich nitrogen and phosphorus waste, which acts as fertilizer for the algae. That fluorescent corals were discovered in darker depths, where light barely reaches, is puzzling to the researchers. At 50 meters or greater, you would not expect the corals to suffer from too much light. They actually struggle to get enough for the photosynthesizing algae, says Wiedemann. It is believed that their fluorescence may help them absorb more light needed for the algae to survive. Their fluorescent glow could even make them useful tools for biomedical research. They can be used to highlight living cells. By implanting the fluorescent proteins into living cells, they can be used to visualize cellular processes in action, or track the activity of genes of interest. The fact that we now have a whole area of pigment from a completely different environment makes us hope there might be some new properties among them, adds Wiedemann. They have evolved for different biological functions in a different light environment. A scientific mystery, this glowing coral phenomenon has been documented by scientists since the 1990s, when fluorescent corals were spotted off of French Polynesia's Society Islands. During both the coral glowing events of the 1990s and the glowing documented by Chasing Coral, the unusual phenomenon was linked to an underwater heat wave. Corals are sensitive to small changes in temperature. Just a 1 degree Celsius increase in water temperature can cause corals to kick out their microscopic algal inhabitants, zooxanthellae. Without zooxanthellae, corals are rendered colorless or bleached. If a coral bleaches more than once in just a couple of years, there's a good chance it will die soon after. The vibrant, fluorescent glow, like that shown in Chasing Coral, is only known to occur after a coral bleaching event. Yet the reason only certain corals glow, and why these corals only glow after certain bleaching events, is still under investigation by scientists. If you first came to my channel, subscribe and press the bell icon.